Hi everyone, I'm going to continue sweating the auto pairing, so if I can beat this 1198 as white. Well, I've had to face this twice today, I'm not sure what you do against it. I am just trying to transpose into a Chigorin. But I don't really know anything about the Chigorin. Please someone post some theory on the Chigorin in the comments box please. I think it's knight f3 and bishop g4. No. Not know anything about the Chigorin. I'll know it's a reverse Verisov, that's all I know. Even though I played the Verisov myself, so I should actually know a bit about the Chigorin, but I don't know anything about it. Which is pretty shit. Anyway, I used to be passive and play e3. When confronted with an opening, which I don't really know much about, I'm usually dead passive, like a chicken. Cluck, 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 cluck. Just give it in the chicken, like give it the bishop pair, which is usually the c8 bishop for the f3 knight, not the other way around. That's like a Nimzo Indian, and this certainly is not the Nimzo Indian. Now I'm going to try and force for e4. And then he'll have no compensation for my breaking bishops, because this isn't like a good strategy what he's done. He's also blocked his c-pawn, which you don't usually do in these Nimzo Indian positions. And now he's just opened the position up and undoubled my pawns, and given me a strong centre. This is looking quite nice already. I'm going to play e4 if I prep it with rook e1. So b5 maybe next, just retreat back to b3, no problem. So maybe I can back to c2, and if it comes in knight c4 I can maybe play queen d3. E4 and bishop g5 is really strong. Always blocked out potential pressure, but it's weakened his dark squares. Let's push the e pawn to victory. So I want to play bishop g5 or bishop h6 next and get his bishop into a square, which is going to pressurise these weakened dark squares. Also, to make them even more suicidal, he hasn't got a dark square bishop. So if this game decided on me killing him on dark squares, then that's why. Because when you've got the bishop pair, the most important bishop is the one which the opponent hasn't got, which in this case is the dark squared bishop. It's coming to g5 because it can't come to h6 because of his last move, and now e5 is a dire threat. It's tempting to play bishop takes f6 check, but although it draws his king out temporarily, I can't mate him and I lose that important bishop. So I'm quite tempted for knight e5 to try and get rid of that knight, at the cost of double pawns, but they'll be near his king. So, but then the queens come off, which is kind of no. In fact, no, the queens don't come off because I take his knight with check. So he has to move his knight first, and then he'll have to take the queens off. Unless he misses it, which he has. Thank you very much. So now I'm moving my bishop up with a farm pawn on f6, which now is protected by e5. And now, the quickest way to win probably is, well, to play e5. Well, if it's his move, he might play e5, liberating his bishop, so I'm going to stop that first. And now I can also clear the d4 square, e4 square for bishop, which is a nice square. And now maybe a rook glyph, rook e3 to h3, maybe bishop h6, maybe h4, h5. So many plans. I'll do the rook glyph over rook glyphs. There's no problem there. We'll just stop his bishop coming to b7, which is done earlier actually. Swap him off. Bring the rook to h3. And now, not sure what that does. He's trying to create a fatal take. And I'll just try and win the c pawn. So if I'm probably best retreating the bishop back to attack his rook, and then blocking it maybe on c3, which I can also do with a tempo. And then I will try and eliminate it, but I need to be careful of back rank mates. I hope I'm not going to make hard work of this. I'll get rid of the back rank mate threat with g4. And now I need to try and work to hack this pawn off the board. But I'm thinking of g5. No, in fact, no, that's rubbish. It's amazing my position actually not that great. I've always got this extra pawn. It seems to have an extra. It feels like it has an extra pawn for some reason. So I'm gonna play bishop b4. Remove the blockade and get his bishop active. He can't push anyway, and he can't bring in the rook to d2 because the bishop's on it. Same way I can mate him with his bishop. so frustrating, this. Make him sacrifice a pawn if he wants another rook on 7th, which he has done as expected. So now I've got a passed a pawn which could win the game. Now he's blocked his rook from ever coming there, so he's lost his compensation. I said he's lost that pawn. And now f6 pawn's weaker. I think I should just try and push the a pawn to victory. If he gets to a8, it's going to be automatically checkmate because my pawn f6. It's got to be ways. Someone please tell me in comments the quicker ways to win this. Just a piece up with pawn f6. I'm so good at making hard work of easy wins. Oh, he's got e3 on him. Don't know what I'm doing now, I'm just messing around. Go on a6 now. God, I'm so far behind time. a7, at least I've game over what it's going to be. Last guess before resigning alert. If I take, then rook g2, and after king f1 there isn't anything else he's got. So rook g2, king f1, my rook stops the but he has rook takes h2, which threatens rook h1 mate. So that probably should have been calculated. If I play king g1, he's always got rook g2, and if king f1 he can go rook h2 again. So how do I stop rook h1 mate? Aha, I know what I mean, I got king e1, and if rook h1 I can block with my rook. But he's also he's got to check on e2. Check. But he's done that, too late. That's game over. Right, what's he threatening now? Rook e2. If the king moves, then my bishop stops the mate on d2, so I'm a queen. Check. Hey. Next, it's going to be queen f8 to g7 mate, I think. Don't have game got all his counterplay from. If I need to take his rook actually, if I want, and end all his counterplay. I've got 20 seconds. Time warning. Time warning. Check. Take that. Check. It's not stalemate. Good. Check. It's with check as well. Check. He has to play h5 now, mate on g7. Pre-move. That was a bit close for comfort at the end. Just have a quick look for it. So quick look, he plays the Chigorin, but he doesn't seem to play it correctly. I get quite a comfortable position out of the opening, one which I enjoy. So I've got a small advantage here with having this extra dark square bishop, which could cause havoc. And then he actually blunders here, where he has to move his knight away, say to e8. He has to play knight e8 or something, and then white will probably be better, but he won't lose a piece because that's Vishinzug. And then I actually start messing around a bit and get into a bit of trouble. Then I decide to win that. He gives that pawn up and he doesn't really utilise it properly, and then a pawn actually wins me the game because I just kill his counterplay, and then he pushes to e3, but he can't quite find enough counterplay to break through. I just about survive with move king e1, double exclamation mark, just about survives. Check. Check. And then blunders a rook, and then some short time makes me play until checkmate, but I still have 11 seconds left. Anyway, please leave any comments and thoughts. Thanks very much.